Hey everybody, this is Rec from Absolute Wood. I'm checking back in on the Dragon Mod project, and what we're going to do tonight is we're going to cut the piece off of the blank that I talked about in the last post. Now you can see I have the drawing here that I was showing on the screen last time, and that gives us our measurements. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up the bandsaw to make the cut, and we'll go ahead and do it. Okay, be back in just a second. We'll go ahead and get the camera trained on the bandsaw. All right, thanks. All right, we got the bandsaw in view, and what we're going to do is our block, you can see right there. I didn't talk about which side we were going to take off. What I want to show was, looking at the block here, you can see the wood, and then the resin in the middle, and then a larger wooden block on the bottom in this case. Now, if you look at it all the way around, it's a pretty big block, runs all the way out, and covers all four edges. The piece of wood on the top runs down the sides, across the back well, and then up, and it ends here, so it leaves resin out on this edge. So if you look at this edge, you've got straight resin all the way up here, and then the wood block on the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull this part of the block off here, where you can see I put a silver Sharpie line on it. We're going to cut it there. The important number that we actually need is the larger piece, which is what the mod will be made from. And that needs to be left at 2 1/8 of an inch. So what we'll do is we'll set the saw for 2 1/8 or thereabouts. There we go. That looks pretty good. It's less than a 32nd of an inch larger than 2 1/8. So that's just about right. I'd rather have a little extra than to be sorry and have a little less than we need. Okay, so we should be able to go ahead and cut our block now. There we go. Looks pretty good. All right. Make sure we get the right side there. There we go. There, and even though we've test cut and we've verified that on the scrap piece of wood it was the correct size, before we go blazing through this thing, we're going to go ahead and just make a bit of a cut on it, and we're going to stop one more time and check the size just to make sure we're good. There we go. Let's see what we got. .175 or so. 2.177. So that's good. So we're just a little bit bigger than we need to be. That's okay. It gives us a little bit of room to kind of get off track slightly. Okay, here we go. We're good to go. There, that wasn't too bad. All right. So that looked like that worked out pretty well. The next step will be taking it over to the mill, and we'll smooth that edge first until we get it down to the exact size we want, which is 2 inches. Excuse me. Then we can go ahead and take off and start doing some real cutting on it. All right. See you guys later. Take it.